Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What's up? So we'll give you guys a little bit of a backstory here. I actually filmed quite a bit regarding the Integra here. A few weeks ago, I did a local event, local drag event. First time having a car on the strip. It was hot, brutally hot. Car was pulling a lot of timing out, wasn't making peak power. And we trapped 115, which should put us in the 11s. However, given the track prep at this event that they were having, I'm not going to name it, but it's known for not having the best track prep at all. And I was on slicks, given they are old, but they were working pretty decently. We just could not get over a 13. So, or under a 13, I should say. So we ran 13 flat twice before the car broke. What happened is my distributor went bad, but come to find out, I've been having a lot of issues as far as like electrical stuff with this car. Distributor went bad, replaced the distributor, was good, but the car was cutting still. So I'm like, man, come on, dude. There's like no possible way this would be the fourth distributor I've had on this car. And come to find out, my transmission ground pulled out of its eyelet, and the wires were just like barely making contact. So it was grounded. The motor was trying to ground itself through any source that it could, and it ended up grounding itself through the computer, and I burnt a hole in that computer. I have since had that computer repaired, but it was, it sucked. So today what we're going to do is I'm gonna flip you guys around actually, so you don't need to see my beautiful face at the moment. Today what we're going to do is I have I have to prep for another event coming up tomorrow. Import Face Off here in St. Louis. Import Face Off is really big in the community. Everybody knows what Import Face Off is. There's a few things I want to do, a few changes we got to make here. So number one, obviously, I can run street tires, but I'm not going to. I'm going to toss the slicks back on. With that being said, that means I have to raise the car about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Then we're going to do my rear suspension. So currently right now, I have whatever the highest tier max speeding rods are. I got them for a really good deal. The ones with the pillow ball top and the adjustable dampening. The coilovers that I had on the car don't have adjustable dampening, so I wanted that. Currently they're on the front, but they're not on the rear. So with this being a front wheel drive setup, I need that dampening in the rear. That way I can get my launch down. So we're going to do that. I got the traction bar on for it yesterday, and another thing we're going to do is all the rear plastics, the rear seat belts are coming out. Hell, even these these braces that aren't doing much anything are coming out. I got something to replace those. Then after that, brief pause there, sorry. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Rear stuff, rip all the plastics out, rip the seat belts out. Oh, and what I'm going to do here, be a little sneaky with it. I'm going to pull my rear bumper off, and I'm actually going to pull the actual metal bumper brace out, and then put the cover back on. Wouldn't recommend it, especially if you do a lot of street driving, which this car does. I might drive this thing to work once a week, and I might do, have some fun, do some pulls locally or whatever, but I don't drive it seriously enough to really worry about it, hopefully, knocking on wood. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, first things first, I'm gonna knock out the the front suspension, adjust it up about 1/2 an inch, put the slicks on, see how it's sitting, and then we'll move to the rear. All right, so obviously the suspension has to settle a little bit, but I think we should be good. Last time I ran them, I was up. See, I can barely get 2 fingers in there. Last time I ran them, I can get like 2.5 fingers in there. So I want to bring the front end down just a little bit more than what I did last time. Except for this side. No, we're good. Yeah. Okay, well, I think that should be plenty of clearance. I mean, it's not like we're going to be going over bumps or anything, so It's looking pretty all right. Except I feel like this side is a little bit more. No, I'm tripping. All right, yeah, we're good. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. Fronts are on. Now I'm gonna move to the rear of the car, pull the old coilovers off, put the new ones on. That way we can adjust the dampening. And I'm gonna try to keep them the same exact height as the old ones actually, because right now it's sitting a little up. You know, it's got some rake to it on the front, but once the suspension settles a little bit more, I think it'll probably even itself out. So yeah, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jack up the rear, take the wheels off, and do this whole coilover thing. It shouldn't take me too long to swap them out. It's going to be more so of getting the height right, you know, those compared to the new ones. So yeah, that's what we'll do.
I mean, it's like y'all can't be serious right now. What you think gonna happen when two of the illest niggas together, real music and so forth, the one track, huh? Y'all can't be serious right now. Hey yo, the spiritual shit really work. And yo, the revolution marketing costs what you televise. Analysis from the pieces you left, I improvise. Off the wall fly butter out of my cocoon, papa, you puzzling why. I propaganda and support raised up with these manners. You take a gander. If the sign failed, I'm trying again in every stanzas. Until you get my point, I'm coming across, you understand the method is substantial. With me a supreme confederate. When me and Lil Bro get together, y'all niggas better get how to dodge with Dilla file up against with these specimens. That vaccine you argue about, y'all think it's medicine? I told you it's biological warfare, we the relatives. Embellishment on my dialectical reference. And I don't know what's controlling me and possessiveness. I bit the apple due to Eve looking the sexiest. I pentagram off the scale 5-star with the fellowship.
5-star with the fellowship, icons of a devilish mind. Catching wreck with divine levels, you're not specialist. Y'all never been nice, I'm fine whining aging as if time never ticks. Jay hit my line again, kicking raps raw from the depths of it. You know we leaving our backpack and rap guard starved in a deficit. I'm on depressive shit as if clocked in a second shift. One box with jealous men, surprise I'm stepping in with high power guidance from all my hellish friends. These hoes been lost, they second win. Your bogus theory to live for these stupid hoes be the usual goal for every excusable nigga known. Irrefutable wisdom shown by me. It's so sincerely the eeriest fear you won't find free. Yeah.
All right, so I got the rear coilovers on. You know, it's pretty straightforward. The rears are a lot easier than fronts. I did have to fight with my driver's side a little bit because for whatever reason, it seems like the driver's side coilover was a little bit taller than the passenger side. And then I also had to fight with my sway bar, which honestly I need to get rid of anyway because, I mean, it's not really going to do its purpose on the track. As you can see, it's a big old, I think it's like a 24 millimeter like eBay sway bar. I can honestly get rid of it now, or at least I just drop down to a factory size sway bar because, I mean, this car isn't going to be efficient at taking turns at this point. So, yeah. The only thing I've seen right now is I'm going to let the suspension settle a little bit longer, but my driver's side's a tad bit lower than my passenger side. I just did the eyeball measurement in between the old and the new coilovers, ran it that way. Obviously, over time, I'll make adjustments and whatnot, but this will get us a good base, and that way I can adjust the dampening on the rear and, you know, try to keep as much of the, instead of the weight transferring back on the launch, keep as much of the torque and everything up in the front. So, you know, also with having the traction bar, it's going to help quite a bit as well. So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start working on the interior bits. All the plastics got to go. Seat belts got to go for the rear. Any excess metal of any sort that isn't actually a part of the body can go as well. I'm having a hard time thinking if I'm ever going to put interior back in this car. I'm going to be honest, probably not, especially once I put the X brace back here. It's kind of useless to have back seats. So, yeah, I'm going to start with that. Get the seat belts, all the rear plastics, probably this stuff, probably take out the windshield, the rear window wiper, all that fun jazz. Just take it out. I mean, it ain't going to come out so much. You know, I might shave 20, 25 pounds. I also got to take that off too. But, you know, hey, we're trying to get as good of a time as possible. So anything's going to help at this point. All right, so I want to apologize. My camera actually died, but I figured, me taking interior pieces out isn't really all that entertaining anyway. So, with that being said, I took the interior out, plastic seat belts and all. I'm gonna leave all the bracketry and stuff, just in case for whatever reason I do want to put back seats back in this car. But yeah, did all that. Then I put the X brace in there just for the bling factor. It ain't really doing much of shit, but yeah. So that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. I'm probably going to take it up to the car wash and vacuum it out. I just don't feel like digging out my vacuum right now because my garage is a mess. And try to just like pretty it up. Tomorrow, this is going to be a continuation of this video. We're going to take the rear bumper off. We're going to service the transmission, just, a quick fluid drain and swap. Just give everything a once over. Probably cut some, well, I was thinking about putting some holes in the front bumper for my radiator. However, I noticed the other night when I was driving the car, I had my boost cut on to, it cuts at 17.5 when the car is not up to operating temperature. And with me running distilled water plus water wetter and it being like 60 degrees outside, it does not want to get to operating temperature. So I'm hoping that won't be an issue. I might have to take the boost cut up a little bit higher, but yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the front bumper for now. Maybe next season I'll do the probably 3, 3, and 3, just so the radiator's actually getting coolant. I don't really care too much about this bumper because it's already destroyed. So I don't plan on buying a new one because I'm just going to destroy it the same way I've already destroyed this one. I mean, look at that. This was pretty at one point. Then my plate fell off, so now it's just open and exposed, and I really don't care. So yeah, that's the plan. Tomorrow we'll handle some other little things. I figured out that for whatever reason, my driver's side was sitting higher than my passenger side on the rear. So I'm going to adjust the suspension as well. Take this down about 1/2 inch because I think that was the difference when I measured it. Can't really see it on camera. I can't really see it eyeball looking at it, but I can feel it if I put my hands in it. And then I compare it to old coilovers, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird. I wonder why I was like that. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Set up to car wash, give it a little vacuum out, probably just scrub it down real quick, test out how the suspension feels. I got to figure out how I'm going to do my dampening still. I need to do some research into that. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. So that being said, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll finish up prep. We'll go to the track. And hopefully, fingers crossed, all I want is an 11. My trap speed last time I ran was 115. And proper driving, optimum temperature, and great track prep should put me in the 11s. So that's all I want for this season. Next season, this car is going to be, the motor's getting a complete overhaul. But not that this motor hasn't taken everything I've thrown at it, but I want more power. And in order to do more power, I got to do some other stuff. Just really, I'm probably just going to sleeve the block. That's about it. And then toss some cams in it. Maybe a slightly bigger turbo, step up to a 35 as opposed to the 30. And we need bigger injectors, 100%. So, yeah, like I said, that's going to be it for tonight. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. So, it's the next day. Went to the gym, got my hair cut, bought a few parts at the store, and we're going to be working on this thing a little bit more. So, as you can see, I already got my Dragonfly distributor on. I did plugs, yapped them out, make sure everything's copacetic there. I just believe that before any true track day event, should probably just do basic maintenance. Next, I'm going to service the transmission, drain the fluids out. And another thing I want to do is, if I find a time to it, if my laptop, cooperates, because for some reason my charger isn't working, I want to wire up the no lift shift. So I already do it as is, but I figured it'd be a little bit more safe if I actually put it in the computer and do it. That way, we're not losing boost going down the track between shifts. So yeah, beyond that, I mean, the car is pretty much ready at this point. Like I said last night, got the rear interior gutted. I'm kind of going back and forth if I want to rip off the rear bumper. I'm not sure, because half of me just wants to completely get rid of it, run no bumper at all tonight. But the other half of me is, what difference is it going to make? So if I feel like it makes that much of a difference, I'll rip it off at the track, and then we'll see what it does. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys set up, and we're going to drain this trans fluid, check it out. The transmission doesn't grind or anything, but just to be sure. Then I got to set my ignition timing since I put a new distributor on the car. And just like little pedally stuff. This is the boring stuff, so I'm not going to, film too much of this. But once we get the car loaded up and we're on the way to the track, I'll get you guys on it. I'll get you guys set up for the first few passes. I'll try and actually communicate with you what I'm doing. I have a hard time filming while I'm trying to do other things. So, filming while trying to get the car ready, trying to get the car to hook, trying to, talk to other people who are there at the event, friends and whatnot and other spectators, stuff like that. So I'm going to try my best. I'm not making any promises, but I will film a pass. Hopefully I get an out-of-car pass to have one of my friends who are going with me, filming, making the run. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'll get back to you guys as soon as we get to the track. Who wants to watch maintenance? Let's be real here. So yeah, see you guys in like 4 hours. All right, so we're at IFO, and when I tell you it's 8 o'clock now, and I got here at 6:30, unloaded the car and all that fun stuff. That's how long it took to get through tech. Fucking ridiculous. But we're gonna make this pass and see what she does, So I'm gonna get you guys set up here shortly. And we're starting off the night on 15 pounds. I got 12 PSI of tire pressure in the car. And coming up to temp, it's really chill tonight. And they just redid the track prep because somebody broke. So hopefully it's worth the shit. But we'll see. Car's still a little cold, but it's all good. We still got plenty of line left. So, all right, man. Wish me luck, y'all. So best time so far tonight, 12.8 at 108, I think, which is down tremendously mile per hour wise. So it went down in time, which is great, but my mile per hour is down. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. Cutting up a little bit up top, which sucks. But I mean, I've literally raced 11-second cars door to door in this thing. So I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm gonna have to do like a complete overhaul on some things. Number one, me as a driver. Number two, my wheels and tires. Well, I might need to step down to a 13-inch wheel with a corresponding slick as opposed to running the 15. The second launch felt okay. I launched, it went, I was able to shift out a second without it fighting me, or shift out a first without it fighting me in terms of traction. So I don't know, man. This is a weird one. It's a learning curve, 100%. So I mean, it ain't broken though. It's here. Start it up, run, put it on the trailer. So yeah. I mean, beyond that, for the rest of the night, I'm probably just going to enjoy myself. Show you guys some cars. Is that Impala? You know what? I ain't even mad at that, to be honest. One day, what you do is, I build the S2000, sell the S2000, sell my child, and buy an NSX. That's what we're doing. The ITR? GSR. It still looks good. A lot cleaner than mine, I'll tell you that much. An actual DC Sports header that isn't completely, trash. That's saying something. You know how it doesn't last. I like that. Oh, yeah. It's mad clean. FBR7. Still a rotary car. This person hates his life. Basic traffic, Mazda Speed 3. Cummins truck though, I like that. Not my favorite color, but the Pikachu Focus ST. The LGBTQ RSTUV Subaru. The Art Wheels on the Civic. Skittle. Hey, them wheels clean though.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Them wheels clean. Hey yo, glistening. God, that man got ice. And everything purple.
Yeah, you see, they have a turbo on this one.
Baby turbo. Hey, don't sleep on the Chevy Sonic though, bro. Watch out. What up? RS, baby. He's ready. Subaru. Aired out Lexus. Another Focus ST. That color looks so good. Sorry, guys.
I bet.
S550 Mustangs are cheat code cars, 100%. I mean, you want a fast car for not a lot of money? S550. With this little Chinese swirly boy, hood exit exhaust, trying not to touch it, stock wheels, underglow, but he pissed off somebody because that's not the worst of it. And then look at the hood. Hey yo, homie's girlfriend was mad, boy, mad.
I ain't joking either.
I fucks with that. With the Lambos. Hey yo, my boy got the TV with the PlayStation 5 in the back. Let's go. Alright, so it's the day after the event. Drove the car home last night. Didn't give me any problems, which kind of kills me because it was breaking up top on the track. But when I drove it home and I did a couple highway pulls with some Mustangs I, seen messing around, didn't give me any issue. Just pulled, no problem. Was actually doing fantastic. So I don't know. I think this car just hates the track. I think it only likes to be on the street. I don't get it. It's probably me. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Foot's on the gas up to the RPM, but I don't know. But aside from that, I did have fun. I wouldn't do another IFO event. Nothing against IFO by any means. Hold on, it's way too bright out here. Nothing against IFO by any means, but dude, that two-step battling and like takeover culture is just huge right now. And I get it. I'm not hating one bit, but man, it's just, I don't know if my age is showing or what. It's just a little too much for me. So huge shout out to the friends that came out. The car got a lot of compliments. I don't know why, but it's also my car, so I see all the imperfections. Got to meet up with some people, rub some elbows. It was good. I would just like to do another event where there isn't so much rowdiness going on, not a whole bunch of machine gun fire sounding cars that aren't doing anything but just making noise. But yeah, other than that, that's going to be in this video. I don't think I'll make any more passes at the track this season, and if I do, I probably won't record it because I just need to learn. I think personally, a lot of people won't admit this, but I just need to learn how to drive a little bit better. Staging is so fast at our local track. You know, it's once you hit the line, there's no like, are you ready? Are you ready? And go. It's your tire hits that line, and the tree goes yellow, green, like just like that, yellow, green. So with a turbo car especially, I'm sitting here trying to two-step it, you know, trying to get it to build boost before the launch, and my reaction time's crap because I'm wanting to actually make a clean pass. So instead of having a 2.5 second reaction time, I'd much rather be able to stage up, sit on a two-step, then the tree goes boom boom and then green, as I'm sure a lot of tracks are. But at my local event, especially when you have big events like that and there's a lot of cars that are just trying to they're just pushing people through. Just go 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 go. They didn't run the time last night. It was more like a heads up, like grudge style drag racing. I do have the time slip. Reaction time was like 2 seconds. Once again, building boost, but my 60 foot was 2 seconds, which sucks. I want to get it down. If I can get the 60 foot down to like a 1.8, 1.7 on the setup that it's on, I'd be happy with it. But I think after talking to a few local homies, I haven't seen in a little bit because I haven't been to the track really like that in years. This year is the first time I've went more than once. Everyone's saying, hey, drop down to a 13-inch wheel, drop down to a 13-inch slick. The 15-inch slick that I'm running right now, they're old, but they hook. But it might be just a little overkill for the current setup. So, I mean, it is what it is. Once again, I think it's more just trial and error. That's what a lot of people don't understand about drag racing. They think you just put your foot to the floor and go and see who's fastest. Now, there's a whole lot of science that goes into it, and you as a driver have to be on point with your car. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it, man. I'm sorry, this video kind of crappy, but this phone that I record on only allows me to do so much, and I'm not that committed to filming my car life to get like a DSLR camera or something like that. I don't care that much. So I do this for fun, not for glory or fame. So yeah, once again, I mean, I think for the rest of the year, at least until it gets like, steadily into the, 30s at night, I'm leaving the car just like this. I'm not putting the street tires back on the front. It's going to live on these slicks. I'm done messing with the suspension. It's already September. I got maybe like 2 more months of driving before I got to put the car up anyway. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. I mean, I'm not happy with the time and the mile per hour I got, but trial and error. So it is what it is. We got big plans for this car next season. We're going to rip this motor out. I want to check over everything. I want to see what the bearings and everything look like, because I did measure everything out. I'm just honestly kind of curious on how what the condition is after being abused for months at this point. So that, and we're going to send the block off and sleeve it, and I need to build my transmission, build my head, and upgrade turbo and injectors, and maybe put a fuel cell in the car. In case you guys aren't catching on, it's going to slowly become like a sport front-wheel drive car over time. As I get used to it, I'll start stepping up in power and whatnot, because I'm kind of committed to it at this point. I enjoy doing it, and I do want to do like a autocross or a road course car, but I don't want to do it in this Integra. I got another car for that, actually. After this thing goes bye-bye, I know a lot of people be like, why don't you just use that? Well, the car's a lot farther gone than what I want to deal with. So I got a nice little clean little Honda. It's a single jingle, and I want that to be like an entry-level road course and time attack car, just so I can get the feel of driving like that. Because my most experience is a couple small track days and a lot of back road driving. But other than that, I want to do it on I don't want to say a professional playing field, but something like that. So anyway, that's gonna be it. I appreciate you guys, all 5 of you that watch these, and I hope over time the things that I'm doing could be of help to someone else who's in the process of trying to build their car up and realizing that they don't have all the money in the world to make 1,200 horsepower, go out and run a damn 7, because it's unrealistic, to be honest with you. Those guys who do that, they've had that car for years and years and years, and they've been grinding to get to where it's at. That's eventual with that car, but I'm not rushing that process by any means because I got an S2000 in the garage. So, but yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching it. Sorry for my crappy filming. Like I said, I do this for fun. This is a hobby. So, anyway, peace.